What if the story of America's energy wasn't just about oil and coal, but bold ideas and restless innovation? From the sunny coasts of Florida to sweeping wind farms on the Texas plains, NextEra Energy has become the force pulling our future into view. This isn't just an energy company. This is an epic journey. Vision, setbacks, reinvention, and the relentless march toward a clean tomorrow. In 1925, Florida Power and Light was born, a local provider with just 76,000 customers, running everything from power plants to ice companies and local laundries. Ice cream, laundry, light. The basics for a booming state. But the real light was in their ambition. By 1936, electrification reached hundreds of those rural communities. Farms flourished on land nobody believed could grow crops. It was a demonstration that change happens when power meets imagination. The 1940s brought hurricanes, blackouts, and then war. 1/4 of FPL's employees shipped off to battle, and women stepped up to run the grids, meter work, truck driving, mechanical roles. When Admiral W.R. Monroe praised the company for meritorious wartime service, it wasn't just for keeping the lights on, it was for keeping the state together. The years after World War II saw FPL bet big. $435 million for a decade of expansion. By the 1950s, 1 million customers depended on them. Powdered ice replaced ice blocks. Electric appliances multiplied. NASA's Apollo 11 launch in 1969 depended on a reliable grid. FPL built the Cape Canaveral plant just to support the push to the moon, reinforcing poles and wires for history in the making. In 1972, Florida's first nuclear reactor came online at Turkey Point. The St. Lucie reactor soon followed. By 1977, a mighty 500 kilovolt transmission line stitched the region together. FPL joined the elite, among the few companies able to produce more than 10 million kilowatts. The 1980s weren't all smooth sailing. Oil shocks pressed FPL to innovate, sometimes relying on coal from Georgia, nuclear, and natural gas. Their Wise Energy Management program and the Home Energy Loss Prevention program gave customers tools and incentives to conserve. Imports didn't last. In 1985, for the first time, FPL met demand without burning a single drop of oil. By 1989, their dedication to new models earned them the Deming Award for quality, the first non-Japanese company ever to win it. In 1972, FPL launched one of the nation's first environmental affairs departments. Scientists and meteorologists led the way. They introduced turtle watches, moved endangered eggs from power plants, and built solar sanctuaries long before it was cool to be green. In 1992, FPL reported plant emissions 70% below the national average. By 2007, they joined the world's most ethical companies list, an early sign that energy and ethics could go hand in hand. The real transformation started in 1998 with the Van Sickle Ridge Wind Farm in Oregon. Between 2002 and 2003, they built or acquired 17 wind farms across the country. FPL Energy, later renamed NextEra Energy Resources, emerged as a national force. In 2006, it became the world's largest owner and operator of wind power. That same year, FPL hit Fortune's most admired companies and welcomed GEX's Texas customers into its fold. In 2009, the DeSoto Next Generation Solar Energy Center became the largest photovoltaic plant in the country, a sign of things to come. NextEra wasn't just building capacity, they were building brains for the grid. The Energy Smart Miami initiative gave customers insight and control over their own energy consumption. Smart meters became the backbone for efficiency and savings. In 2010, FPL Group became NextEra Energy, reflecting a national presence and an eye to the global shifts ahead. Florida Power and Light and NextEra Energy Resources brought together local reliability and bold innovation. NextEra went public as NEE. Their hybrid solar natural gas facility at Martin was the first of its kind, marrying reliability to sustainability. Key moments set the pace for America. 2011, Martin Solar Center's hybrid system came online. 2013, completed the largest multi-state nuclear uprate in U.S. history. Billions invested, 500-plus megawatts added. 2014, launched NextEra Energy Partners, the most successful IPO of its kind, buying and managing clean projects nationwide. 2020 brought the launch of FPL Solar Together, America's largest community solar program, giving everyday consumers a stake in renewable growth. The unexpected drives the story forward. Hurricanes, blackouts, and the COVID-19 pandemic demanded new solutions. FPL deployed hundreds of workers to restore Puerto Rico's power after Maria. They donated millions to help low-income customers weather the pandemic. They doubled their campus care centers to support community needs. Inequality, extreme weather, and policy battles could have derailed growth.
But NextEra doubled down.
More wind, more solar, more battery storage. By 2021, they opened the world's largest solar-powered battery center in Manatee County. Enough power for nearly 330,000 homes, even overnight. They went beyond power plants. Real-time grid diagnostics prevent blackouts before they start. NextEra's business model caught Wall Street's attention. Management of green assets through NextEra Energy Partners unlocked stable, long-term cash flows. Revenues held strong, dividends expanded, and new investment poured in for solar, hydrogen, and smart grid projects. Over $50 billion invested in clean upgrades, community bonds, IPOs, financial transparency. Going green means going strong. Technological highs are legendary. First U.S. renewable company to offer verified emission reductions. First U.S. battery storage system paired with wind in Oklahoma. First fixed-wing drone for hundreds of miles of grid inspection. First co-located wind, solar, and battery site with Portland General Electric. 300 megawatts wind, 50 megawatts solar, 30 megawatts batteries. Every leap brings risk. Hurricanes require rapid, massive recovery. Cyber attacks force grid upgrades and new protocols. Policy environments shift and challenge project timelines. NextEra's transparency in reporting, community engagement, and ethics programs make sure the lows become lessons for stronger systems. In 2022, NextEra announced the Real Zero Plan, a pledge to eliminate carbon emissions from operations by 2045. Real Zero is more than marketing. Solar farms, battery storage, hydrogen pilots, and water reclamation sites all fuel the future. Just last year, FPL brought online 894 megawatts of solar, closed its final coal site, and began the Cavendish NextGen Hydrogen Hub, pushing the boundary of what green utilities can achieve. America's transformation isn't abstract, it's lived. Teachers bring solar labs into classrooms. Families pay less in bills while breathing easier. Communities weather storms with resilient grids. Employees, once just working power lines, now design remote tech and lead climate initiatives in their towns. NextEra's success is a benchmark for utilities around the world. Clean scale, ethics, and technological ambition can redefine profit. A cleaner future is built one project, one community, one crisis at a time. By sharing what works and what doesn't, NextEra inspires nations and challenges competitors to do better. This is the epic of NextEra Energy. 100 years ago, they brought light and ice. Today, they bring hope, technology, and resilience to every corner of America. Their journey, filled with setbacks, triumphs, and vision, reminds us that real change is possible. From storm-blackened towns to moon-launch power plants, from oil shocks to solar sanctuaries, NextEra is proof. Ambition is the engine, innovation is the fuel, and a sustainable future is the ultimate destination. If you care about clean air, energy you can trust, and the story we write for the next generation, this is the company to watch, the history to know, and perhaps the movement to join. Follow their journey, be part of the conversation. Let's build the future together.